Rutt founded his cabinet company in 1951, drawing on the inspirations of artists from centuries before him. Today, we still employ the same techniques and the same hand craftsmanship to produce cabinetry that's timeless and original for customers that are discerning enough to request the very best. We'd like to take you on a short tour through our manufacturing facilities in both Goodville and New Holland, Pennsylvania. One of the interesting things about our manufacturing facility is we refer to it as a large cabinet shop because we really make every piece one at a time through this facility. It's not like a manufacturer that's producing mass assembly cabinetries where everything is running down an assembly line type of process. This truly is a cabinet shop. The process in which we go through and the selection of the wood has a lot to do with the outcome of our final product, and this is one of the places that Rutt really separates itself from other cabinet makers out there in that we do make all of our doors 100% in-house. The benefit to the buyer of having us make our own doors is we get to select all the woods that we use. We can just select them for grain match and color match. Again, one of the advantages to building the door in-house rather than having it from an outside vendor, we know the finish is ultimately going to go onto it at the end, so we pre-stain that particular panel so as it does expand and contract and move within the door itself, it's finished there and there's no unsightly lines. In addition to that, we have this small little gasket that we place within our doors as well that gives them a cushion to allow them to expand and contract within the panel itself. These members here are your stile portion, and these are your rails on the top and bottom. And then you have your center panel that comes together and is put in the middle of it. In this particular area of our cabinet shop, we're actually putting the doors together, and you can see the glue being laid up within the stile and the rail itself. Everything's done by hand. It's all hand glued together. You can also see the gaskets that Larry's placing into the stiles and rails there. Again, that's so that panel can expand and contract within there. The stiles and rails for a face frame cabinet are being brought over and being put together into the press. Everything is glued and then it's nailed together there as it's in the press. Again, not an assembly line, but every single one done by hand. What Rob's going to do on our traditional frame cabinet is he's actually fitting that door into that particular face frame. We have the tightest reveals of anyone in the industry. 3/64 of an inch reveal all the way around our cabinetry. He's putting a 5-degree back bevel on each side of the door itself and then going over and fitting it in to make sure that we have the proper reveal. Rutt takes great pride in the fact that we have very unique turnings, that we do all of our turnings in-house. We don't buy them from outside sources. And it allows us to let our designers design for their clients unique pieces, unique turnings. This particular door is called St. John's. We have a patent on this door, as we do with many of our mullion glass door styles. Every single piece of glass is individually hand cut and hand fitted into that opening. Most cabinet manufacturers, when they make a glass door, make an entire solid sheet of glass behind them. But this is one piece of glass here, one piece here, which means all this is hand cut and hand fitted, and the wood pieces have to fit around that as well to actually seal it in. A lot of people talk about drawer boxes, and you often hear about dovetail drawer boxes. At Rutt, we use a dowel drawer box. We've actually taken a dovetail drawer and made it a little bit better by using the dowels. These dowels actually have glue that once they're put together will actually activate and make a strong bonded drawer. The other thing you'll notice about our drawer too is that we have it routed out to accept the bottom of the cabinet. It's a 1/2 inch thick. It's the thickest drawer bottom in the industry. You don't see the joints and all that, but those dowels in there keep this drawer very sturdy, very square, very strong. All of our doors are still made in-house for all of our radiuses, our convex and concaves. We do all that here in our specialties department. Moldings that are curved, bow front moldings, radius moldings, and different things like that are all done here as well. In addition to that, we also make appliques that go on pull-out columns. This is all our distressing area here. We do all our distressing by hand before it's actually finished. What's going on here is we're sanding the corners. This particular client is looking to have soft, eased corners on their cabinetry. We put chain marks on as part of one of our distressing package. Again, it's all done by hand. Wormholes are done with a picking, rasping, and that's all done by hand with a file. The benefits to us doing our distressing by hand is that every single door and drawer is done differently from the previous one. It's a piece of art, whereas on a machine, it gives you the same look on every single door and drawer. The finishing room is one of our bigger operations. It takes up a lot of our square footage within our manufacturing facility. John's spraying up a job right now, and we actually have a total of about 8 of these different booths. Once something gets finished being sprayed in the booth, it comes over to one of the drying ovens over here. Our finishes are all catalyzed varnish top coats, which gives us a nice hard finish that's durable to household chemicals. After everything comes off, it goes to a quality inspection team. If any work needs to be redone, final detailing done to the cabinetry is done in this particular area as well. From there, everything goes over into our staging area. The cabinetry is all set up side by side as the way it'll actually appear into the kitchen or the room environment that it's going into. Basically, what we do is look for quality issues here, and everything is reviewed before it is ready and sent over to our shipping department to be shipped out. So that concludes our tour of our manufacturing facility here in New Holland and Goodville, Pennsylvania. From the time an order comes in to the time it leaves our plant, and the number of human hands that it actually touches to give you the cabinetry that you desire in your home.